Hey VC, Jeff here, or is it? I'm hiding. You don't know who I am. This is my new look. I decided I don't want people to know what I look like, so I'm going to start wearing a disguise. Yeah, no. As you can tell from the title of the video, this is a contest entry. This is for Raul Serrano. He hit 300 subscriptions. He has a contest now. I remember I entered his 100 subscriber contest a while back, last year or so, and here we are now at 300. And what he wants to see is things, paraphernalia that you would wear that are band related. He doesn't want to see buttons, patches, or anything like that. T-shirts, hats, underwear, socks. You know, some bands have some of that stuff. So basically, he wants to see things that you wear from a band. Now you have to have at least 10 to get one entry. If you have 20, you get 2 entries. If you have 30, you get 3. That's as much as you can get. I'm going for the gusto, shooting for 30. And so I have a bunch of t-shirts, but I realize I don't quite have 30 t-shirts. The fact that I have close to 30 t-shirts makes me question my wardrobe. I wonder. I need to change. But I do have some other things, as you can see. I put them all on just because there's not a whole lot of them. But first I'm going to pull this one on. This may be stretching it, but hey, I'm going for all the points I can. All of this, 1 or 2 may be questionable, but I still should be over 30. But my Striper ear plugs. Look at that, ear plugs. Bought them from a Striper show. Striper endorsed, put them on there. So you wear those. As you can see, I've got my Grateful Dead hat, dedicated to their Giant Stadium show in 1987. Grateful Dead hat. Got my Razor, whatever you want to call this, hat, toboggan if you're in certain areas, which my wife doesn't agree with. Winter hat, but look under, look at that. We've got my Striper bandana. Yeah, sure, Striper bandanas you could do all kinds of things with, but this has been rolled up and worn like this multiple times since I bought it in the 80s. Also, the bands would wear these on their arms, on their legs. You would tie them up, so definitely a wearable item. It has probably been tied up like this for decades. It says Striper on it, and it is a Striper bandana, so that might be stretching it, but hey, I'm going for it. This is, I don't even know what these are called, face shields they call them. Some people try to wear them as COVID masks. This is my Venom. Came with the Metalhead box. It's one of those face shields. You put it on your neck or whatever. Next thing. So anyway, you wear that. That's for sure. So we'll just leave that on there so we don't totally fry the hair. Okay. So anyway, I'm going for the 30. There's a couple there. The rest are going to be all t-shirts. I had all of these in nicer piles and in certain order, but when I made this video earlier today, the camera was acting up again, making that clicking sound it did the other day, but it made it much louder all through the whole thing, and so I'm starting over. So anyway, let's jump into this. I'm just going to zip through these because I don't want to take this all night with this. Transatlantic, most of these you probably see me wearing videos, so Transatlantic, and yes, there's a second Transatlantic shirt. We have Iron Maiden, one of my newer shirts that I got, even though it's an older design. Alright, not knowing what order these may be in. Let's see. We'll go with this. Neil Morse. This is from the concert I saw him in a couple years ago. On the back here it would be that, but it's kind of hard to read. But 2017 tour shirt, Neil Morse Band. One Thor shirt and representative of the 1983 album Unchained. 2 Thor shirts. 2 shirts. There's a third one in here we haven't got to yet. We'll get to it. Monument, Rockin' for the King, New Revolution album. This is actually a local band. Friends of mine. They have a couple CDs out and some videos and stuff like that. I've toyed around with the idea of wanting to play with them over the years. Never happened. Friends with the guitar player, but he hasn't done much in quite a few years now. Moonshine Zombie. This is one of my newer additions because this is a band that just released a new album, first album, just a couple months ago, And yeah, so this is their t-shirt for Moonshine Zombie. Check out moonshinezombies.com. Great band. This one I showed not too long ago. This is the one I recently bought, the Kiss 1979 Dynasty Tour. You know, a throwback to that, because that was my first ever rock concert as a teen. And I got shirts that are falling, I can tell. Bloodgood from their 1986 tour, even though this shirt is again just a throwback to that. Tourniquet, the first album, one of my favorite Tourniquet albums. Stop the Bleeding. Love this band. Love that album. These are not in the right order. Saint, Apocalyptic Metal. One of great band. Recently reissued some of their stuff on vinyl. I've shown in past months. Theocracy, showed them recently because I got their first album, this particular album cover design. I've had this shirt since the album came out back in the early 2000s, and I just picked up the vinyl of that real recently, so I had that shown. Place of Skulls, this is Victor Griffin's band. He was a longtime guitar player in Pentagram. He's still back in Pentagram now, but great doom metal from Victor Griffin. 3 Days Under, a band that I was sent the t-shirt and the band to review in the magazine. Good modern band, kind of alternative, hard-edged metal rock along that line. Sorry, I'm banging everything. Pillar, band from the mid-2000s, rap rock band that later became more alternative, kind of heavier, and as they went on, but started off kind of rappy. Striper, this is the first Striper shirt. I've got a couple to show here. This is the Oz Fox. He had brain surgery recently, and this was to raise money for his surgery. That shirt was sold for that. Oh, Demon Hunter. I'm wearing a Demon Hunter shirt. That's one Demon Hunter shirt. Count that. This is my second Demon Hunter shirt with their logo of the demon with the bullet shot through his head. A second Striper shirt. And no, I did not go to the San Juan concert. People have asked me that. I just bought it online. Love it. My third Striper shirt. I did go to this tour. This is pretty much their reunion tour. Their 2003 first time back. And there it is right there. On the back is Springfield, Virginia. I think it might have been one of the first shows of the tour. I was there. Here we go. My third Thor shirt. Third Thor. Government Mule. Surprised I don't have more shirts by them, but bought that at some point online and have yet to see them in concert, sadly. They actually played here 2 weeks ago with Willie Nelson and all that stuff, but yeah, didn't get to go. Barren Cross. This was released a few years ago with their Best Of album. And there you go, Barren Cross. A band that I've mentioned quite a bit recently because I've been picking up all of their stuff on vinyl. This is War of Ages, I keep talking about them as one of my favorite metalcore bands. And kind of hard to see the logo, but it's there. This is from when I saw them in 2010. Went backstage and talked to them and stuff. And then my fourth, I think should be my fourth. No, yeah, fourth Striper shirt. No More Hell to Pay, Striper. And the last one that fell on the floor, Onward to Olympus, another metalcore band that I really like, and got this shirt actually back in the day when they were coming to town, and I don't even know how they got a hold of me, but them and another band before there was Rosalind, I think I can't remember the name. I really like them too. I'm drawing a blank because it has a weird name. They were touring. They're from, I think, Carolina area, but they were coming up here. I don't promote tours. I don't promote concerts. I don't know anything about that, but my band played at a little coffee house that was set up for bands, and they somehow got a hold of me and said, do you know a place around the area we can play? And so I hosted my first concert there, had them, and before there was Rosalind, and just great show. We actually had it as a way to raise money for My wife was going on a mission trip, and so we used it to kind of raise money, and we paid the band and everything, and it was great. They had a great time. We had a great time, and there you go. So there you go. That should be way more than 30. Hopefully that'll qualify me for my 3. If you don't know Raul's channel, check it out, and the link is below. Enter the contest. Let's push him up. These contests, get attention, and let's get him above 300. He's over 300 now, but let's keep going, push it to 400. Anyway, thanks Raul for the contest, and thanks a lot for watching, everybody, and I'll be back. Rock on and rock hard.